Beautiful Wolfeboro in the fall, made a bit more so by the extreme makeover of the historic Pickering House.
We got about 250 emails from people around the country with ties to Wolfeboro saying thank you for trying to save it. And that was the first week we owned it.
In the mid-1800s, it was the private home of local businessman Daniel Pickering, but over the years the building fell into disrepair. Enter Peter and Patty Cook, who both summered here as children, brought their own children here, and then moved to Wolfeboro in 2010. When the Pickering House went into foreclosure 4 years later, developers began circling, and it appeared the bright yellow Main Street landmark might become a discount retail chain store.
Our thought process then was it may very well be a knockdown, but if it's going to be a knockdown, it's going to be a park before it's a generic commercial building.
With Peter's background in commercial project management and Patty's marketing, renovation, and design expertise, they had a unique skill set to rescue the building.
We took it all the way down and then basically built it back up.
What they built is a 10-room luxury boutique inn with all the modern amenities and a renovated barn for functions and events, all while retaining the charm and footprint of the historic building.
Many of our guests already have said it's like staying at a high-end home that is comfortable. And there's a balance if you want it to feel comfortable, but not just like your house. It should feel a little nicer than your house, you know. But it shouldn't feel intimidating that you're in a museum.
New to the hospitality business, the Cooks admit that has been a bit of a learning curve.
One day you're the HVAC repairman, the next day you need to understand how your Wi-Fi works. I think our role really is to make sure that we bring in great people and stay the heck out of their way when we need to stay out of their way and let them do their thing and give them the tools that they need to be successful.
The inn's downtown location is convenient to the well-utilized 12-mile-long rail trail, as well as Wolfeboro shops and restaurants. Town beaches are also nearby, as is an eclectic assortment of local museums, like the New Hampshire Boat Museum, with an impressive collection of antique and classic boats. But we are, after all, on a tank away, so we figured we got a great idea. Let's find our way to a tank. This is the rather dramatic roadside calling card of the Wright Museum of World War II. Founded by David Wright, who grew up near Worcester as the son of a World War II veteran, he opened the museum in Wolfeboro nearly a quarter century ago. Justin Gamache is assistant curator.
So our mission basically is to preserve and honor the legacy of the greatest generation of Americans who sacrificed so much during World War II. It's a really important story. Not only those who fought overseas, but also the people at the home front who had to make a lot of sacrifices to make sure that we kept the world safe and free.
From rationing of food and fuel to the thousands of men and women who took stateside jobs to support the war effort, the museum is a comprehensive look at this unique period of time.
We've been lucky we have items that cover all the branches of the service, the women who served, which is really something interesting that you don't see a lot of. So we wanted to make sure that their stories were heard too, because their part in the war was also vital.
Linking the home front and overseas exhibits is something called the Time Tunnel, one of the more popular features of the museum.
Kind of a year-by-year breakdown of all the different war years and shows what was going on both at home and abroad, pop culture and things like that, but also what was happening in the war.
Among the notable artifacts, the uniform of the first Wolfeboro native, Clayton Hale, to die during the war, his plane shot down over the Pacific, and the uniform and memorabilia of Rene Gagnon of Manchester, New Hampshire, one of the servicemen who raised the flag on Iwo Jima, captured in Joe Rosenthal's iconic photograph.
The main thing we want them to take away is that, during World War II, that was a nation that really was united. Everybody came together and pitched into this war effort to preserve our freedom. And it wasn't just those who went overseas, but it was also those at home. And all of their efforts combined are really what helped us to win the war.
And if you're interested in visiting the Wright Museum of World War II, you need to act fast because it closes for the season on October 31st.
Yeah, and a big update from there. The Marine Corps announced just last week that Rene Gagnon actually was not one of the flag raisers at Iwo Jima. They say new evidence and technology indicates it was a corporal from Iowa, not Gagnon. His family is shocked. It's sort of a developing story, but he may no longer hold the honor. He was there on Iwo Jima, just not one of the flag raisers.
That's incredible. Okay. Erica Tarantel's in North Adams, where a mom and pop motel is made modern.